Welcome back, guys. Stop, Talk, and Roll, episode 143. Today we have Brian in the white key and Dom in the gray key. And I'd like to note that I'm recording this on Sunday morning, so ADCC, the first day, just happened. So you probably won't get my comments till later in the week. But a lot of upsets, a lot of fun times. This is an old clip. Looks a little grainy for some reason. What's going on? No, it's okay. Okay, weird. It looks fine on the recording. Okay. So Dom is electing to give up side control to a black belt. Interesting decision. I don't know if they're doing positional. This is also an old clip as Dom is back to school. So, you know what's funny? When I was watching ADCC yesterday, I noticed Nicky Rod and a couple of the other guys with body lock passing, when they would get over, if they didn't have control of the head, they would they would come around and they'd have a long hook around one side of the hip, and the other side, the leg was into the hip, and then they were getting an overhook on this side of the head to keep them in tight. I know that Brian didn't use a body lock pass there, but just something to note I'm going to be playing with because it looked like good control. So Dom is trying to hip escape, and Brian is switching to north-south because he doesn't have control of the head, into a north-south choke, turning over into a darce. Beautiful little transition. This, you could force them right back down. When you have a darce, guys, and they get up, you can just force them right back down. So improving the choke. Sprawls out. Gets the finish. So this little turnover, if you can't get the full darce in, you're good with this grip right here. Like if you go like palm to palm or S grip, I like in a darce to go palm to palm. And so Brian advances the position a little bit, but the motion is still the same. You're driving down, drive their head in, like their chin into their chest, and just take them right over. Boom. Same, doesn't really matter. It affects it, but it doesn't really matter where your hand positioning is. Just the motion of taking them back over. And then he improves the position and gets the finish. He goes to lay down. Brian's like, nope. Dom, some top game. Let's see what you got, Dom. So dealing with this cross collar grip. Oop, 2 grips. You should be okay from the collar choke. You stick a hand in there, answer the phone. So whenever anyone makes a cross collar grip and they're like gonna go for, I wouldn't be too worried here because this is like very loose. I would think Brian's more just like trying to bug the neck here. But what you could do is, if you know they are gonna go for a collar choke. Sorry, I keep going up. So a little safer to do it in close guard. This isn't closed guard, but what you can do is, so the side that you're getting choked on, you can throw, let me think. I'm getting choked. Yeah. So, I mean, ideally you'd come through. So in this case, Dom's his left collar is getting grabbed. You come through on the inside. So the inside of his hand, and answer the phone. And his arm will be over in front of here. There's no choke. Okay. This buys you time. It's not forever. If you can't get this hand in, you could prematurely put this one in to protect this side of your head, right? So this would be Dom's right arm right here. Okay. So he puts that one in. So when the other choke tries to come through, it's over the hand. And if he starts fighting under, you're going to, sorry, get out of the camera. You dive under and up. Okay. And just answer the phone. Like put your hand right to your ear. Something you could do. All right. But choke doesn't work. Pass. So Dom, what you could do here is with this hand, didn't mean to make an arrow. With this hand, you turn your body towards towards Brian. So this shoulder goes back and this hand goes down. You create like wrist lock pressure, and you take this hand and drive it down, and that should pop the grip off. You'd keep that grip as you circle to the back. Okay. And I would take this hand and drive it this way. So kind of like this motion with his body and circle right around. Just like that, actually, but maintaining the pressure. So instead of releasing the grip, right, and getting that overhand grip, right, so instead of releasing this, drive that straight through. And that same kind of idea. Ankle pick. Nice try. Got to clear that grip, but don't let your feet get in range. So let's see here. So you're leading with this leg. Yeah, you're square-footed, so you're just, yeah, he's gonna take you down. He's got a same side collar grip. Yeah, and that's for standing. Yeah. All right, Dom's returning the favor with the collar choke. Not deep enough. That's nothing. So armbar is going to go on the other side, and if you want to go for an omoplata, your leg, his hand would have to be over here, and your foot would have to be down here. Okay? So that's nothing. Dom circles. I'm sorry, Brian. I'm messing up names today. We get to side control. You should turtle right now if you can. I would take that hand and slide it forward, Dom. Slide it forward as you turtle. With this grip, though, that's going to be difficult. You could look to explode back into him, with the goal being to get your elbow to the floor so there's no like armbar shenanigans going on. Oh, but now he's got your arm. Yeah, that was the idea, but just you stopped halfway. Commit all the way to facing him. That's not a good position. So Brian gets to mount. Notice, guys, I'm always lamenting on this. Watch how Brian mounts. Right? Watch his foot. Does it ever dangle in front of the hip? No. At no point does the foot dangle in front of the hip. I've been talking about that a bunch if you're new to the channel. You got to make sure that once you're past their hips, like don't dangle things back down there unless you're doing it on purpose to like bait them. Don't dangle things down by their legs for them just to snatch it up and bring that strong part of their body back in to defend. Okay, so great mount by Brian, unsurprisingly, but good to note. So Dom's able to get back to like a 3/4 mount here, a butterfly mount. If I was on top, I wouldn't be concerned with it. Neither is Brian, as it looks like. I wouldn't want to let him get half guard back, though, but Brian's already got a choke in place, so I guess not a huge deal. Brian lets go. Nice whizzer. Let's go, Dom. I'd be careful with your base. Yeah, you gotta have something to maintain your base. So your feet are very narrow right now, and you're in this dogfight position. It's not gonna be hard for him to just push into you and take you over without you sticking your hand up. Just put your hand. I think you're trying to pass it off, which is fine, but just put your hand out here so you can't get barreled over. Get your guard back. I like that. Get an over grip to the cross grip here. Okay, let's see. You don't have control of his leg. Yeah, I don't know about that leg lock attempt. Oop. Little Berimbolo attempt. Brian got a little too far away from Dom to finish that. But immediately to north-south, guys, notice. Okay, I'm not just preaching this for no reason. Notice, when he passes, no control of the head. So what does Brian do? North-south. Spins all the way around, gets to the arm. We've been training the Jermel special. That's like a beautiful way to hit it. Looking for, I was going to say a bow and arrow, but like from like the side position. Nice. Oof. That is rough. Dom is super flexible. So he probably was like, yeah, whatever. The rest of us in the gym would be going to a doctor in the morning. I'd close that guard, Dom. Don't leave that open. Yeah, you guys, if you're playing half guard, you have to keep it closed. Otherwise, they're just going to take the knee out, which is what you should do. I mean, again, unless you're baiting, like, I please don't take anything that I say as like it has to be done this way. Just realize like these are the reactions you're going to get. These are the situations you're going to get put in, and you want to use them to, you want to do things correctly. So then if you do something incorrectly, you can use it to your advantage, right? It's like you got to know the rules before you break them kind of thing. It's something I used to hear in music all the time. So you got to know the theory before you can start breaking it. You don't have to, but it helps. It helps. This is going to be like a bow and arrow from side. Oh, right across the, you better close your mouth, Dom. Oof, right in the teeth. Right in the teeth. Oh, he's being very nice. That's going to like wring his neck. Oof. Tap. That look like more like a neck crank. Yeah, be careful, guys. Just because you stick your chin in does not mean the choke's not there. It definitely is. Sorry, I know I didn't like really stop there, but it was more of the same. But feel free to leave a comment if you want to be like, hey, break down that little sequence. I'll probably go out at the end. Nice sweep. Brian, I believe, showed this. So where did we get to? Is that reverse de la Hiva for like a hot second? No. Oh, it's on the other leg. I was looking at the wrong leg. Wait, am I? Oh, cool. So, oh, that's wow, that was really creative. Whoa. Okay, so Dom's coming in tight here. Okay, let's do this slow. Brian wraps up this Dom's left leg and traps it there. And Dom's legs are effectively, this is like an X guard sweep, kind of just not being in full X guard. Dom's legs are across right now. So he kicks him up and there's no way, he can't step. So he just goes over. You could do a sick entry into some leg locks right there. Am I thinking about this correctly? Yeah, if you... I'm going to have to try this out. I'm going to have to try this out because I'm kind of like... I believe if you throw... Oh my God. I'm thinking. This is... You can just fast forward if you're not down for this right now. I'm going to pause the video and think. Okay, there's like a few things you could do, and I have to sit down and really play with this, but it's no-gi, what I was thinking of. But basically, you could lace the legs through on the inside leg, or I guess like floating leg, or you could retract this leg and throw it into this hip right here and go for a reaping outside heel hook from diagonal ashi.